to stove.Outdoors. Just a wee quick cook in the woods today. We're going to try and create a little bit of a kind of sort of budget wood burner. Cook some bacon, have a couple of rolls, get some coffee on. Inevitably I've forgotten my coffee cup again, but I've got my tin. There's always something that you forget when you're out and about. As long as it's not the essentials, that's the main thing. So remember to give me a like if you enjoy the video, and check out my other videos as well on the channel. And if you haven't already, give me a subscription if you can. It's really appreciated, and the more people that like and follow and subscribe, then the quicker I can get a wee bit of kind of energy behind the channel and what I'm doing. So today we're trying to, on the market just now, there's loads of different wood burners, titanium, steel, ranging from anything from like 15-20 for the cheapest up to 60, 70, 80 pounds for a wood burner. So the idea being that you're containing your fire. Now there's a fire pit up here in the woods. This is a spot that I've been up to. That kind of sits here. At least it's just one. But I've not been up for a few weeks, and there's a bit of mess, so we'll probably do a bit of tidying up before we go. I've picked up some rubbish already. So again, yeah, just leave no trace. I think this summer the countryside's been hit really bad with kind of lots of rubbish. So this is a utensil dryer for your kitchen sink. It was £2 out of my local little shop, and so it contains the fire. You don't leave as much kind of mess behind you, which is great. Now, difficult with this one is the kind of angle of the sides. It's not going to be particularly balanced, so I've got spare tent pegs. Now again, you can buy loads of these. So this was £2, and I think about 10 of these was about £2 as well. So in total you're looking at about £4. And the good thing about this is that I had thought about trying to use the Triangle stove, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to try and cook on firewood. But the good thing about using the tent pegs is that you can balance your Triangle stove there, and it should be pretty easy to cook on your paraffin burner. So you've got a choice. You can use your paraffin. So again, just you can position the pegs wherever you want. It's pretty balanced, and you'll get a good surface there to cook off. So you can use your Triangle, and again you can get cheaper versions of them. So a couple of £1 that runs on paraffin. Really good little burner, really cheap, and with a couple of these pegs, you're off ski. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use that fire pit. I'm going to try and there's a mark. There's been a fire here. So what I'm quite keen to do is, because of the shapes of this, it's not going to be particularly balanced. So I had this idea of pegging it into the ground, which I'll do over here. So we can either, I think, peg. Let's see if we can get, yeah, and just peg it in like that, and then peg it in, I guess, anywhere on the other side, and then just watch, Audrey, watch, baby. Yep, that's working really well. So the idea being, when you put your twigs in here, I've just put a couple of pegs, so that's become absolutely solid. So in terms of your cook surface, now I brought my coffee, my Bialetti, like you do, because this has been my old trusty coffee maker. Audrey's, now I'm not sure, that's not going to fit. I didn't think it would. Bear with me, I'm moving the camera around a little bit, which is always a wee bit on the awkward side, so bear with me. So again, just by a couple of your tent pegs, watch Audrey, just a couple of your tent pegs on top, it's with the water in it, we'll see how that goes. It's not the most stable, but again, could we put it slightly further in? So you're designing on the hop. Bingo, bingo. So I'm going to get some twigs. Now I've never used one of these little twig burners. I'm going to pick up some small twigs. I've got my fire lighters. I've actually brought a little bit of cardboard because I'm in a bit of a rush today, so we're cheating, but that's okay. It's good to get outside again. It's good to get up in my favourite little woody spot. We'll do a bit of rubbish tidying up. Somebody's built a bit of a lean-to and stuff there, so I think people have been coming up here just for the kind of easing out of lockdown and stuff like that. So I'm going to gather some twigs and get set up and get you back. Right, Audrey out the way. Audrey out the way. Good girl. Okay, right. So we've got the stick burner in situ. I've got my light. I've got some paper. We're just cheating, but we're just going to try and get this fired up. So I've got my fire lighters, which are waxed cotton. We're just going to drop them in, and we're just going to slowly build this up and see how we get on with little twigs. It's quite a small little sort of mouth on it. Audrey's doing well. She's found to be spotting the sun there, so she's just chilling. So with the little cotton burners, I didn't bother. I brought some paper, but I think we can stick them out so they're quite, because they'll all burn down. So we're just looking for Audrey here. Audrey, come on, come here, here. Good girl. So we've got a decent bit of wood gathered there. Quite small bits. We've not used one of these before, but it seems to be going not too badly. So because of the amount of oxygen that's going through all the holes, it should, and because the heat goes up the way, you get that kind of sort of chimney effect. So it becomes properly hot. So we're just going to keep loading that up for a minute or two, and get a good amount of wood in. It's not overly windy today, because again, when we're burning wood, it needs a good kind of air flow, but I mean with the level of holes in that, so far so good. I've got a little frying pan. We're going to frying pan. I've got my cook set. We're still going to do a giveaway, so watch my Instagram, Dave.Outdoors. Okay, yep, the oil's in the middle. I thought I'd forgotten it there. A little bit of oil. So you can see bit of bacon, bit of roll. I mean, that's proper ripping it up. So you're wanting it a lot smaller than that, but we're just going to let it die down a little bit. That's really impressive. And then I've got sort of thicker bits here, so I can start putting some of that in. So you can see how it really contains, it will contain the ash, it will contain the mess. £2, and the pegs are, you know, I think they're about 10 pence each. So, and as I said earlier on, you could actually use your paraffin. So, right, I'm just going to get the frying pan dug out and probably get that on in a minute. So, but I'm really impressed. It's looking really good. Okay, so we're just kind of banging some bacon in the frying pan. I've got a little bit of olive oil. I've got 2 rolls, so I'll cook 4 bits. The fire actually burns better on little bits that are probably 2 or 3 inches long. So it's quite good fun. I'm just going to put that on. It'll be a bit of an odd angle because it's not quite burnt down yet, but I'm getting hungry. So, okay, that's looking good. Let's see what sort of heat we get coming out of that. It should be oxygenated enough. It's looking really cool with the smoke and the sun. Right, it's looking good. It's actually really good. You need to keep loading it up with quite small, sort of like 2, 3, 4 inch pieces. So it's challenging, but it's actually working really well. The wind's really died down, so it'd probably be better with a stronger wind. And you could probably cut, I was thinking, I don't know how to do it, but like a hole at each end, so you could actually you could feed it from the side. But yeah, Twig stove, you know, £3 or £4, UK money, so pretty impressed with that. So it's about sort of like just cracking little pieces of stick, like 2, 3 inches long, little handfuls, quite thick, little handfuls, and then you can just pop them in. That's what keeps burning. I like that. For £3 or £4, and you can use your Trangy paraffin burner on it as well. Managed to get a little bit of scrap wood from home I'm using as my Bushcraft plate, so that's really good. I'm really impressed with that. You know, for not much money, we're doing it on a budget. That's like properly cooked. Yum. So a couple bits each. 1, 2. I'm going to quickly munch these. I'll show you the coffee stove on it as well. I've got a couple of pegs just sitting there. So 1. So as Gordon Ramsay would say, bacon rolls done. bacon rolls done. Okay, I'm going to crack a cool one as well. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, see this alcohol-free life. I'm not preaching. I never like the thought of me preaching at anyone, for you know, everyone's entitled to making their own choices, whatever that may be. So I'm all about choice, but for me, having no alcohol in my life is really, really important. So cheers to that. Yummy. I've turned the heat up for my I've got a, I mean, you could easy, again, best have your heat gloves. I've forgotten my gloves, but you could be cooking that on there. What a lovely day. The sun's shining. Nice. Really nice. And the little dog chilling. So I think it should be fairly straightforward to get the coffee pot in. We're going to put even one. See, no, we just need two. So two. Let's put one across this way to add a bit of stability. I'm going to put some more wood on, but that's perfect. That is absolutely sorted. So really, really impressed. Little cheap twig burner, cutlery rack, and a few spare tent pegs. So listen, I'm going to sit, I'm going to have my coffee, and sit, enjoy a bit of time with this little one in the sun, have my rolls, have my coffee. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to finish there. I'm going to tidy up, leave no trace as always. I'm going to pick up some rubbish that's been left here before by other people. So I'm going to sit and chill. So remember to like and subscribe, guys, and hope you've enjoyed another episode of Dave Does Outdoors. And yeah, remember to hit that like button and the subscription button as well. It's really important. So appreciate all your support out there. Hopefully you're getting all outside into the fresh air and creating little cheap alternatives and looking for some solutions so you can really enjoy being outside. So thanks again. Take care.